Oh, it's broken. Shit. Yeah, I know. It's not good. Not good at all. Not only do I need a new pair of scales, but I'm also quite tubby. That's really not good at all. I know I should do exercise. I don't like exercise, so I'm going to try the healthy eating route to start with. And to start with, we're going to go with a fire-roasted cauliflower tikka masala. Now, I bought this because I thought it would be healthy. It was in the healthier choice section, which is also seems to be a euphemism for vegetarian section. As you can see, it's vegan friendly, and they've decided to substitute chicken with cauliflower. I never imagined cauliflower to be a decent substitute for chicken, but we'll find out once we've eaten it. In fact, if I take this off, two things of note. First of all, the reason I picked this was because of the delicious range of ingredients. The other reason I picked it is because it's reduced. To be honest, that's the reason I really picked it. I was a few meals I was going to grab, and then as soon as I saw that, it was like straight in my basket. But yeah, that's what it's called. It's by a company called Bol, whoever they are. I can't say it's the most delicious looking curry in the world, just from how you see it now. So I've got to take that out. And there's no real thick sauce or anything. It's not been separated. You haven't got rice and curry. You know, it's all mixed together. So it's almost like a biryani, but it's not been properly mixed. And then you've got green in it. Green. When was the last time you saw green in a curry? Unless it was a Thai green curry, you don't get green. Curries are bright yellow rice and really, really thick, bad for you sauce that once cooked usually has enough oil to lubricate an engine on top of it. This just doesn't look like it's going to be delicious, but I can't tell by looking at it, so let's just get it bloody cooked. Also, this... Camera focus, thank you. This is tangy coriander chutney. I must admit, I never really have chutneys with curries. I used to have them when I was a kid, but I just don't anymore. Where's the instruct? I'm looking for the instructions. I thought I'd do... Oh, cook on... Full heating instructions are inside. Oh, you can't see that because the camera's not focused. There we go. Cook in the oven or microwave. Full heating instructions in... I mean, what? Why would you do that? What... I'm just looking to see if there's an easy peel section. There isn't, so because I'm really awkward, can I do this without ripping it? Oh no, I've ripped it. Almost. There we go. Brilliant. I've turned the wrapping inside out. I don't know why I feel so like I've got an achievement there, but that was, I didn't think that was going to happen. I just don't like it when they ask you to open something and they don't provide you a easy peel way of getting... It's like having a bottle of Coke and you have to like cut the bottle open to get your drink out rather than have to unscrew a lid. I think I'm just going a bit weird. Right, microwave in 4.5 minutes. Remove sleeve, peel back film, remove chutney pot, replace film. Cook for 4.5 minutes. Leave to stand... Oh, I haven't got to stir it, haven't got to do anything. Oh, and apparently at the end of it, focus. God, you really are slow at focusing. I have to drizzle on the chutney. By the way, excuse my fingers. I was inspecting a car at work. It was a Porsche Panamera with acres of brake dust on it, and I've scrubbed and I've scrubbed and I've scrubbed. I cannot get it out my fingers, so it's staying there for now. Well, it's cooked. How good does that look though? I think that looks absolutely delicious. I just think it's a really nice, nicely coloured, nicely looking... I don't know how to describe it, but I'm just looking at it now. I'm looking at it through the monitor on the camera, through the screen on the camera, sorry. And it just looks really good. There's one thing left to do though, after we've cooked it, and before we eat it, is I need to get my out of focus tangy coriander chutney drizzled all over it. Now, if I open this lid up, I'll be honest, that doesn't look very appetising. It looks almost like it's sort of like a mottled paint that's sort of settled and separated. I'm going to drizzle it over anyway. Oh. It doesn't look quite so good now. You've got some green mush smashed over it of a dubious nature. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Before I eat any of it, what I should have done before I drizzled it all over is I should have tried some from the lid. So we're going to do that now and see what it actually tastes like. Because if this is disgusting, I'm going to cry. Well, I'm probably not going to cry. Okay, so the coriander flavoured chutney thing, I've got a bit more in the actual pot. That's a better taste of it. Oh, just knocked the camera, apologies. That's a bit better, isn't it? It will not focus. There we go. That looks a bit nicer. The chutney is certainly tangy. Oh, that's really tangy. It's more of a sauce than chutney. I always think of a chutney being a lumpy kind of jam type thing. Anyway, let's go for the main event. We're going to go for the rice first, because I always go for the rice first. Don't ask me why. Just do. Rice is quite nice. It doesn't taste greasy like normally when you have a normal like supermarket curry. The rice has sort of like got a greasiness to it. It tastes like it's been sort of fried or like it's been cooked in oil. And this doesn't have that. And I can't say I'm upset about that, because although I like the taste of rice in a cheap supermarket curry, what do you expect? It's meant to be healthy. It's not going to be cooked in oil. It's not going to taste oily. What should we do next? Should we do cauliflower or should we do kale? I'm going to go for the kale. The kale has come out. It was looked really dry and horrible, but actually it's really softened up a bit since it's been in there. I think I've got some chutney on it, but that'll probably help. Can't believe it. That's actually some really good kale. I don't normally like kale. My wife sometimes puts it in some of her dishes, and it just sort of sometimes tastes a bit, not rubbery, but just a bit, it tastes like you'd expect some leaves to taste like. But that was quite soft and it had a nice texture to it. It wasn't too, didn't taste like I was eating something someone had just taken off of a tree. It tasted like you're meant to be eating it. That was, yeah, wow. I never thought I'd say that about kale. Right, now let's go for a bit of cauliflower. I'm going to go for, where's we got a bit that hasn't got? Oh god, it's got chickpeas in it. And it's got beans, runner beans. Are these runner beans? I can't remember. There's a bit of cauliflower that's got very, very little, if any, chutney on it. The tikka actually is quite nice. It's mild, but it's all right, you know. It really is. Let's go for a bit with that bit there, which has got a lot of the chutney on. The cauliflower's all right. I mean, it's quite clearly cauliflower, but it's sort of got enough of the tikka flavour that kind of takes over the cauliflower. I can't quite describe it, but it's not revolting is probably the best way to put it. Let's go for the sort of chickpea and runner bean and seed and saucy kind of like overall thing. Now, I'm not a big fan of these bean things anyway. I didn't even know they were in it. I didn't read the label properly, despite saying that I did. And chickpeas are okay. There's a slight sort of, is it a sweetness to it? I'm not entirely sure. But it tastes very healthy. And I think it's on the cusp of tasting too healthy. It's sort of like they've taken everything out of it that should be nice and makes it nice that is unhealthy, such as fat and sugar and salt. And it doesn't feel like there's enough left in it to make it still taste nice. Don't get me wrong. It's not revolting. It's not the worst thing I've ever had. It's just that's the weak point. What we're going to do now, though, is I'm going to try and get as much as I can of all the ingredients in my mouth at once and let it blend together and see how it works together as a dish. So we're going to go for a bit of rice with all that chutney on the top of it. Some kale. Some cauliflower. And some chickpeas and stuff. Oh, bean. Honestly, truly, it's good. It's good. If I would go and buy this again. If it was on offer, I probably wouldn't pay £4 for it. But If it was reduced, or if they did it buy one get one free or something, I'd probably pick it up because it's nice enough, and it's, like I said, healthy, and I can't argue with that. I think the one thing missing from it though is a decent meat substitute. The cauliflower doesn't make up for the lack of meat for me. I think if they could have something that's a bit like corn, or something like tofu, or soy something, just something just to give it that extra little bit of a sort of complete meal feeling, then it would be brilliant. As it is, it's pretty good. It is pretty good. So if you're in the mood for a curry that has no meat, not really got any calories in it. In fact, actually, let's have a look. How many calories does it have? I'm going to have to turn this package in. Do you know what? I've ripped it now. Calories. Doing this left-handed, which is never good. There you go. 413 calories. 400. I mean, that's less than like a cheese sandwich at lunch. You can't argue with the fact it is a really healthy, you know, meal. Can't argue with that. It's not as delicious as it could be, but I'd say it's good enough. So if that's what you want, yeah, buy it. Go for it. Buy one. So I'm going to leave it there. Not the food. The video is. I'm going to eat this. This isn't going anywhere, but this video is ending. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. Hopefully the next one is up a lot sooner. And yeah, bye for now.